As you know, there's many icon sets that are available for us designers, but the issue is that a lot of them either have incomplete libraries where you don't have a lot of different icons, or the quality isn't up to par, or it's simply not flexible enough for us to tackle many different client projects. And in this video, I want to share with you the only two libraries which I use in 99% of the cases, which cover up for pretty much all the different scenarios which I might encounter with either clients or personal projects. And now let's jump into my computer, so I'm going to show you exactly which ones I'm talking about. The very first one which I want to talk about is Noun Project, and these are icons which are more on the illustrative side. So whenever I don't find an icon with my primary icon set, which is going to be Nucleo in this case, and you can download Nucleo for free. They also have an app which I'm going to give you a demo in just a moment. But basically this is my bread and butter when it comes to icons, because they have all sorts of different icons. There's over 32,000 of them, and the best part is that they have free styles, so you can have outline icons, fill icons, and colored icons, all under one single library, which you can search and add to projects with a lot of ease. And together with Nucleo, I use Noun Project whenever I need a more illustrative icon, something more decorative. So say that I'm searching for database, I can easily go on and basically search through all sorts of different icons, variations. Now, the things that you have to keep in mind when it comes to Noun Project is that there's going to be a lot of different visual styles, so you're going to need to match, for example, the stroke size to your current project, or you can simply create a variation of that icon in just a moment, which I can show you in this demo. So for example, if I go over here and I open up a file and say that I'm actually going to use Nucleo icons, which as you can see, they have this app for the Mac, and I'm not too sure if they have also one for Windows, probably, but essentially this app enables me to search for whatever I want, and I can find all the different icons related. So let's say that I add this icon within my project, and I'm just going to create a frame around it. Now you have this icon right here, which by default is going to be in a frame. You can also unframe it very easily, and see that you have this stroke size. Now, remember the icon which we just downloaded a moment ago? I can simply add it here to the project, and as you can see, this one was quite bigger. And the issue that you might incur is that the stroke size isn't the same. So one thing that you can consider doing is, for example, adding a stroke and try to match the current stroke size. Now, of course, this is not going to work in most cases, and one rule which you should always abide is to have one single icon set as the base. So for example, in 99% of the application, whenever I'm working on a client project that is using Nucleo, because of course I also working with other client projects where we're using other libraries, but basically this has to be consistent. So you have to be upfront with the client and say, hey, we're going to use Nucleo and this is going to be the one single source of truth. If you want to go with another icon set, then you're going to stick with only that. You don't want to mix icon sets as much as you can, but there are going to be some scenarios where you just need that one icon where maybe it's more illustrative and communicates the concept better than the default one in your default icon set. And that is usually when you're going to have to come up with this compromise of trying to adapt that icon to match it as best as you can to your abilities to the current icon set. So this is where you can play around with strokes, you can play around with basically changing the original icon, you can modify the anchor point, and this is going to be more of a one-off thing, which you can definitely do. And this is where sometimes Noun project is really helpful, because again, I can search for an element in this search query, and the amount of icons is almost endless here in Noun project. So this is definitely a place where you wanted to consider using some more illustrative icons. And more than UI design, usually I use these also for social media banners or miscellaneous applications which aren't just UI design. So these two libraries, highly recommend you to check them out. I'm not affiliated to them. I pay as my subscriptions as everybody, but again, there's the free versions as well that has a lot of different icons. So I'm just paying to have access to all of them, but you can definitely get started on both of these icon sets for free. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a look. Hope this video was helpful. If you're interested in learning more about design, feel free to check out the other videos on my channel, and also subscribe to my newsletter. I don't really have the time to write often, but when I do, I always try to pack a lot of value for you guys. So hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the very next one.